Okay, we're almost there. 7 down and 3 to go. This is the third and last part of the Extrusion Lab. We will be building the circular side protrusion that lays on this surface. Click on the extrusion icon. Click on the placement tab. Click define. Click inside the sketch and plane field and select this surface. Adjust the reference to this surface. Change the orientation to left. Click sketch to begin. Now we do need to reference this axis, which looks like a point from a top view. Click on sketch. Select references. Change your filter to axis. And select this axis. And as you can see here, you selected an axis. Click close. Select the circle tool. And place the center right on that axis. Draw the circle. And adjust the diameter to 1.45. Click accept. Now make sure it's solid and it's a blind depth of 0.75. This is a thickened feature, so click on icon. Change the wall thickness to 0.25. You need it to be inwards. So let's see. Outward, symmetric, inwards. And click accept. There it is. It looks fine. Next is a side slit. It's going to be placed on this surface. Let's do it. Click on the extrusion icon. Placement and define as usual. For the sketch and plane, select this surface. Change the reference to this surface. And change the orientation to bottom. You should know how to do this by now. Okay. We need to reference all 4 edges around it. One of them is already referenced. Change the filter to edge. Select this edge right here. There are many ways to draw this sketch. You could start with a rectangle. Click arc. Place the center at the midpoint. And now you have to remove these 2 lines. Click on the trim tool and apply the constraints. You need to add a dimension from the center to this reference, another one from the center to this edge. So click on the dimension tool, click on the center, click on the reference, and place your dimension. And one more, center, edge. Make sure that the arc is tangent on all sides. Okay, let's modify the dimensions. This dimension was 0.4. This dimension is 0.4 as well. This dimension is 0.5. And this dimension is 0.28, which is actually the radius. Accept. So flip direction, click cut. Make sure it's solid. Make sure you have the blind depth and adjust the depth to 0.2 and accept. Next feature is the twin squares that lie on this surface and extend as far as this surface. Click on extrusion, placement, define. This is the surface. And for reference, Select this surface, orientation bottom, click on sketch. I personally like to draw without the shade, so I'm gonna click on no hidden lines. We need to reference this edge, this edge, this edge, and this edge is already referenced. So change your filter to edge. Repeat for these two. Close. Select the rectangle tool. Now you need to go back and apply all the constraints that needed by the assignment. Well, this is a non-point constraint that you need to remove. Change your filter to constraint. You can select it. And you'll either click on delete or right mouse click and select delete. First of all, you need these to be squares, which means both sides have to have equal lengths. So let's apply that constraint. Use the equal constraint and click on this side and this side. Now they're both equal. Repeat for this rectangle. Click on this side and this side. Now they both are the same. Now we'll go back and modify the dimensions. This dimension here is 0.18. Now if you don't have a dimension, just add it in. This dimension here is also 0.18, and this dimension here is 0.18. We also need to line up these two edges. So go back to the constraint tool, vertical alignment, and click on this point and this point. And you will see two dashes appear, just like so. And this dimension here should be 70, which it is, 0.7. And accept. Now, this is a thickened feature, so change a wall thickness of 0.10. And it should be inwards. So let's see if it's inwards. Outward, symmetric, inward. Now we need it to extend as far as this surface. Let me put it in front view so you can see it. Okay, but let's use this one to selected feature. Change your filter to surface and click here. Now if you look, it's going to look like it actually extends beyond that surface, and that's because you haven't accepted it yet. But if you click on preview, you could see that it only extends as far as that surface. One more feature and we're done. Now the next feature is a surface feature. That means it doesn't have any material in it. Click on extrusion. Select surface. The default mode for extrusion is solid. Select surface. Select placement. Define. And for sketch and plane, you need to select this surface. For reference, you need to select the outer rim of this feature. Change the orientation to left. Click on sketch. What's required to reference is the front datum plane, which is somewhere here. Let me turn the datum plane display on. There it is. And we also need to reference this edge, which is already referenced. Click on sketch. Select references. Change your filter to datum plane. And select the front datum plane, and you can see it here. Close. Click on the circle tool. Make sure you place the center on the front datum plane. Draw the circle, then adjust the diameter to 0.75 and the dimension from the bottom edge to 0.8. Except depth option, you need this feature to stretch all the way out to this edge. Change the option to select feature, change your filter to edge, and select this edge, and accept. Now notice that a surface appears in purple lines. That's just to tell you that it has no material in it, where the rest of the surface appears in white lines. This should conclude the Extrusion Lab. Good luck.